Now, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has spoken with the newly sworn-in President of the United States, Donald Trump, over the phone on Monday. This is the first time the two leaders talked since Trump's inauguration event on the 20th of this month. Prime Minister Modi congratulated Donald Trump on his historic second term, and during the conversation, the PM underscored that New Delhi remains committed to a mutually beneficial and trusted partnership with Washington, D.C. The PM also said that both leaders will work together for the welfare of the people and towards global peace, prosperity and security. And for more on this conversation, let me now take you across to DD India's Amritpal Singh. Well, hi Amrit, this was the first telephonic conversation between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump after the latter's returned to the Oval Office. How does it go beyond the customary congratulatory call?
Gautam, of course, he congratulated him once again because this was the first time that he spoke to him after Donald Trump took office on the 20th of this month. Now, what the Prime Minister has put out is that from what we make out, from what he has put out, there was talk between the two leaders about the bilateral relations, how, the two countries could partner in terms of taking the partner. They already have a comprehensive strategic partnership in place. So how on the aspects of trade, defense, cooperation in the Indo-Pacific theater could be taken forward. And also, the Prime Minister referred to his conversation saying that they spoke about how the two sides could work together for the welfare of not only their own people, but towards global peace, prosperity and security, referring to that the ongoing conflicts in West Asia and Ukraine, Russia could have been discussed. The conversation did go beyond just a customary congratulation because the Prime Minister had already congratulated him when he took over office.
Yes, certainly. And Amrit, how can we expect the wide-ranging ties between India and the US to be taken forward now with Trump back in the White House?
We have to look at, to understand that, we have to look at what the priorities of the Trump 2.0 administration are. He's focusing mainly on, in the beginning, the opening days of his presidency, on the issue of migration, on tariffs. Now, these are issues which concern India as well, though we have a good trade relationship with the U.S., with trade crossing about $108 billion in the last year, and you have a surplus of about $32 billion. India has a surplus of that. Now, a rebalancing of this trade needs to be done because that is what the Trump administration is focusing on. So they would be looking at how that could be done. So I think the initial conversation would have focused on that. Then cooperation in the fields of, defense and energy could have figured there. Migration, though his focus primarily is on illegal migration and there are deportations, etc. We are seeing in the opening days of his presidency, the second presidency. What concerns India is especially the H-1B visa. So they could have touched upon that, though, of course, this was just a telephone call. Once, if a meeting, as is being speculated, could happen either, in the early days of this year or maybe later when, because it's agreed that the next Quad summit would take place in India. So issues in the Indo-Pacific region could have also been discussed.
Yes, so a lot to look forward to where the India-US equation is concerned in this year itself. Thanks a lot for joining us, Amritpal Singh, on that significant conversation.